guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. You are watching Let Their Voices Be Heard, a YouTube guest speaker program brought to you by the Hope for Vulnerable Children Association, sponsored by the Canadian Embassy. I am your host, Egbert Doris, and today I am super excited to have two amazing young people with me who are here to talk on a very sensitive and important topic. So I'm going to start by introducing my amazing guest. I'll start with a lady beside me. This is Ashley. Ashley, you're welcome.
Thank you very
You're
much,
looking
Mom.
so amazing.
Thank you.
All right, and we have a gentleman with me. We have Junior Sema. Junior Sema, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you guys on board. So you are here to talk about to advocate for gender equality and as the violence against girls and also the sexual risky behavior practiced by young people. So actually, I'm going to start with you with our list of questions that we have here. Actually, I'll just start with you. Now, let's just go straight to the point. The first question we have here is remember, we just completed the 16 days activism to fight against gender based violence against the women and so on. So, what are the common forms of violence experienced by girls in society today, especially in our society, Cameroon?
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Ekpe, for the question. I think women face a lot of challenges, especially violence in our society worldwide and Cameroon in particular. And most of the violence they experience is gender-based violence. And we see beyond that gender-based violence, they've experienced physical violence, such as women go through a lot of girls go through a lot of beating in the society. We always hear of news going here and there in Cameroon. We hear a lady was beaten to the point of death, and we also have sexual harassment that also is rampant in our society. Ladies are being raped, others are being used in their offices, sexual exploitations in order for them to be able to obtain what they normally deserve.
Yeah.
They have to be they have to go through having sexual intercourse maybe with their bosses in order for them to get some promotions and stuff. And we also have, very importantly, we also have harmful sexual practices, which pave a way for a lot of sexual transmitted diseases and HIV as a whole, such as female genital mutilation.
Okay, you mean
Yes.
harmful traditional practices?
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
very
okay.
much. Such as female genital mutilations that's still going on in the northern parts. So this, when we go through these procedures, is there is bloodshed, and through the exchange of this blood, that's how we can contact HIV and AIDS. And I don't know, HIV now is in a rise because 24 against 7 boys against 9 boys
Yeah.
are actually infected daily of HIV, which is a very serious situation, and we need to really address this.
All
Thank
right.
you very
Now,
much.
actually, I just want to come back to you. You, as a girl, have you ever undergone this kind of violence? Be it physical, um, emotional, or harmful traditional practice? Have you ever undergone such a type of violence?
Yeah, just of recent, I just went through one. I went to visit a neighbor. We were discussing, and after I just heard the door was keyed, and I was almost raped. Thank God for my voice that I had to shout for the neighbors to come in, and that's how I was liberated. Thank
Oh,
you.
all right, Ashley. Thank you so much. I think I'll just get to Junior. Junior, once we are welcome.
Thank you very
All
much,
right.
madam.
So now we are talking about violence against girls, which is a rampant issue in the society. Now, despite the effort of civil society organizations to combat violence against girls, um, including even international organizations that are doing a great job in the society to ensure that this violence comes to an end, but regardless of all this effort, we still have uh, violence against girls persists in the society. Why? What could be the reasons for this?
Thank you very much. So personally, there are no rules. There are no specific rules in our country that
The
prohibit some of
laws,
these
yeah.
laws. Or some law. There are no specific laws in our country that prohibit uh, some of these actions.
Yeah.
So I also, in addition to that, the laws that are available, some of them really need to be reinforced because some of these laws are not reinforced, and so many factors influence this, such as women. Some of these women don't even know their rights. They don't know that they don't know their rights. They don't know that some of these things that have been done to me is punishable by law.
Yeah.
And even the ones that know that these stuffs, these happenings is punishable by law, some of them find it so difficult to access this this liberty, this
Okay.
liberty, some of these laws, they find it so difficult, such that some of these women go through a lot of they even go through more violence trying to access their rights. For example, imagine a woman who is raped and probably going through some of these laws,
Yeah.
going through some of these procedures, and has to pay, has to bribe, has to maybe bribe by even someone else sleeping with her.
Yes.
So some of these women, they go through a lot while trying to pursue their rights.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, there's inadequate resources to help some of these victims in our country. So that also surfaces as a problem. It's a very big problem. And just to add, there are a lot of complications, a lot of complications for women that have undergone this. And also, I really want to cry out. I really want to cry out to traditional rulers that are not aware, because there are some traditional rulers that are not aware of some of these laws.
Mm.
They are not aware. They are really not aware of some of these laws. Why they do these practices unknowingly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think these are some of the very solid uh, problems that we face in our society when it comes to violence against young girls.
Yes, the reason
Yeah.
why it keeps persisting
It
in the
keeps persisting.
society,
Yes.
limited laws, women are not aware of their rights,
Yes.
and
Exactly.
so on. Now, I want to come back to you, Junior. You as a young person, you're actually standing at the forefront because what you're doing right now is advocacy. So, what role can boys and men play in protecting girls from violence? What do you think as an individual?
Thank you very much. So personally, advocacy, when we talk of advocacy, as a man, you start advocating at home
Okay.
on how you treat your sisters, how you treat your mother. So from that, you begin to have you begin to have this power in you to advocate for other women out there. And also, I think men should be allies. Men should be allies. Men should be at the forefront of advocacy. I think when men go out there, when other men see you advocating for
The well-being of girls.
exactly. So they feel like, okay, this is very serious. If my fellow man is advocating for this, it means I'm not weird to
Okay.
advocate for this. So I feel like men should be allies when it comes to this. They should go out there. They should know that these things are wrong. Now there are some men that they feel that being a feminist means you are weak.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some of these ideas that men carry around, that being a feminist, you're weak, you're just like, okay. But I think men should I'm calling out to men to be
Okay. Men and
feminists,
boys.
men and boys,
Yes, the
yes,
young
to
people
be
out there.
feminists. They should have this feeling towards women. Yes, thank you very much. I think that's what
Right,
I have to
I
say.
will come back to you, Gina.
Okay.
I just want to go a little bit personal.
Mhm.
So, how do you treat your own sisters at home? Just give me a little bit highlight. How do you treat your sisters?
So
Or how do you treat your girlfriend? Can we just
yeah.
go a little bit deeper?
So personally, thank you very much for the question. So personally, I am being raised by a single parent, and
Oh,
that's my mom.
okay,
In addition to that, I have a younger sister.
okay,
So I don't play when it comes to my ladies. Yeah, I really don't play.
great.
So it has given me a base. It has given me this strong base
Yeah,
to know how to treat women, ladies as a whole. You
okay,
know, so her being my only younger sister, I mean, I look out for her. I look out for her so much, and seeing what my mom has gone through raising us by herself, I think women are one of the most strongest sexes on earth.
okay.
Personally, I think that yes, I really feel that so much. So I just wish all men could value women as I do. Yes, I think the world will be a better place.
All right, you just
Hmm.
heard from Gino. We wish or we pray,
We pray.
we hope all men can value women just like what Gino does. All
Yeah.
right, now let's quickly move to the next question. Now, what measures can be implemented to effectively reduce violence against girls in our society? I think I will start with Ashley. You are the lady here. We are the women going through violence, right? So, what measures you think can be implemented into society to reduce this violence?
Okay, thank you very much once more. I think the first thing that we're supposed to do in order to reduce the rate of violence in our society is for us ladies first. Let's be aware of our rights.
Yes,
Yes.
very
If
important.
we're aware of our rights, we'll know when it's been violated.
Mm.
Because ignorance is equals to not knowing what you want, and you don't know, you cannot be aware when you're being violated.
Mm.
And so you have to, us ladies should read more, know our rights. What if you stand before a man and you see him beating you and you tell him, you quote the law and you say no, you are not supposed to do this, because in the law it's punishable. There the man will have respect for you, and he will not go ahead doing
To
those
molest
to
you.
molest you and
Mm.
harass you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if some of us ladies were not even aware that there are treaties that have been made, like the Maputo um, uh, protocol
Yes.
in 2003, in 2003, that was being made. That law protects us, the ladies, against gender-based violence. So I think if we go ahead to read books in order to know about ourselves, we can be able to advocate for ourselves and advocate for our younger ones
Yeah.
that are coming up. And also, I think to the government,
Mm.
some of these laws should be reinforced. I think my colleagues should continue
Okay.
from there.
All right. All
Okay.
right. Thank you so much. Senior, what do you think, or what do you advocate for against the gender-based violence out there? A lot of people are listening to you. I think the government is listening to you.
Thank you very much. So thank you for this opportunity to start with. I really like to. I would love to call out. I love to call out to. I love to call out to the government of law and
Cameroon.
of Cameroon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Ministry of
the
Justice.
Minister of Justice. Thank you very much to reinforce laws. Yes, I think laws should be reinforced and new laws should be put in place.
Okay.
New laws should be put in place because it is being known that new some of these practices really don't have solid laws that back them up. Yeah, so I really 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 love for new laws to be put in place, and I am calling out to the traditional rulers.
Mm.
Yes, specifically to the traditional rulers, to stop practicing some of these harmful practices
Which
towards
traditional
women.
rulers take precise?
The Fulanis. I really love
Okay.
to, yes, I
The
really
northern
loved
part of
the northern part
Cameroon.
of Cameroon because it is being known that these practices still happen there a lot. It still takes place there a lot. So, I mean, in this century of ours, laws like this should be abolished.
Okay.
Yes, like female genital mutilation. I mean, this is violence against women.
Mm.
Yeah, so I really call our traditional rulers to look into stopping, ending some of these practices.
Okay. What about
Yes.
resources? What about a lot of women are going through these challenges, but they do not have any form of help. There are no
Yeah,
platforms to
thank
be
you
able
very
to even
much,
help a
madam.
hand.
I would really love to call to the Minister of Health. Yes, to I mean to really consider consider aiding some
Mm.
of these women that get to undergo practices like this. Resources I think should be put in place to
Okay.
help them.
All right. Thank you so much. That is more and more resources to be put in place that can also give a helping hand to the victims who are undergoing violence. That is
Yeah.
when I talk about the victims, we the girls who are undergoing violence, isn't it? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from my guest, sorry, uh, Junior and Ashley, who were here to talk about the violence experienced by girls in the society and also to advocate. So they have given several reasons, or they have given some of the violence that girls go through. We have physical violence that it has to do with beatings and so on. We have harmful traditional practices like female genital mutilation, early and child marriage that influences the spread of HIV among women in the
Yeah.
society. And now we equally talked about the role of men in reducing violence in the
Yeah, boss.
society. And of course, men need to work with the women. We need to be allies. They need to be at the forefront advocating for the rights of women. And also, what can we do to put an end to this violence? The number one thing is that women need to know their rights, right? They need to
Mhm.
know their rights. What does the law says about you as a woman? You should be able to read books, know the Maputo Protocol, know the Penal Code of Law. What does the Cameroon government is what does the Cameroon law says about your right as a woman. And the next thing, we are saying that the law should be reinforced, and laws that do not even exist, or we should have laws that have been put in place just to punish violence against women. And also the existing laws should be reinforced. And also we should take off the administrative bottlenecks that are standing as a hindrance, the stigma that the society creates for women that are undergoing violence. For example, when a girl is being raped, and the society tends to blame you that, oh, it's because you are putting on a very short skirt, it's because you went to visit the man. We should not empower the perpetrator. On the contrary, the perpetrator should be punished. And by so doing, women and girls can live a happy life in the society, and the violence against girls can come to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, we do not have the monopoly of knowledge. We have the comment section. So leave your comment on the comment section on what you think about this topic and all the proposals that you can give to us to put an end to violence. I want to say once more, Junior, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much, madam.
Oh, actually, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy to you guys grace my platform today. Until then, we'll see you in the next video. So let's say bye to our viewers.
Bye.
Don't forget to view, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment. Thank you so much.
Subscribe for new videos.
Subscribe for new videos.